All right, we are officially recording. So what's going on? So I'm officially Scotty Hobbs for the day. My name is Marc Roy, and this is Heather Layden. One thing he wanted me to mention, probably a couple other things actually, but I don't remember at the top of my head, was Coach Summit is July 13th through the 16th. And he wants to make sure that you guys get there. It's super important. If you've ever been to a Coach Summit before, it is it's incredible. It's insane. Like it brings the belief out of you if you have like those doubts or even if you struggle a little bit. It's like once you get there and meet everybody and see like that it's a real thing, it makes such a big difference. So I wanted to make sure I hit on that. So I'm going to start like at the beginning for me. So I signed up actually quite a while ago. It's been a couple years since I signed up. And for me, I was at a time in my life where I was just super unhappy. I was working basically from 6 a.m. till about 9:30 p.m. pretty much every single day. I was working 2 separate jobs, so I'd get off one, go to the other, and then on the weekends, it was just party. Like I'd party, so it was work, 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 party. And that was my life for a while. And it was to the point where I was just like, holy crap, enough's enough. Like I'm not doing anything good for myself. And I ended up joining a gym. I ran into a friend there that was happy, excited. He owned his own like health and well, it wasn't Beachbody, but health and wellness company. And at the time, it was everything I wasn't. So I don't remember exactly what he said, but you know how sometimes you have like an aha moment? Well, he had said something to me while we were at the gym one day, and something like clicked for me. And within a week, Beachbody, like it came into my life. I remember like I had heard something about it. I did my own research and I just signed up. I didn't talk to any coaches about it. I found Scotty through YouTube and I was like, this is what I want to do. I don't know anything about it, but it looks like he's happy and I need to do something different with my life. And I literally signed up with Body Beast and Shakeology, and the rest is history. And like here I am today. And if you want to tell a little bit about how you got.
All right, so I was working in the corporate world, and I was making pretty good money, and at the time I was really good at my job and liked what I do, and actually Mark used to work for me. I hired him. That's where we met, and I knew he did something. He was into health and fitness, and I knew he did something with Beachbody. And he talked to me probably over the course of a year where I just kind of blew it off, brushed him off, never really did anything or really took it to heart. I didn't even know what Beachbody was before he came to work for me. I don't know if I lived under a rock, but I never saw any infomercials or it never really caught my attention. So I didn't even know what it is. So he actually did a really good job. He wasn't really salesy. He just kind of brought it up every once in a while. And finally, after about a year, he never gave up. And he asked me to go do a workout with him because he knew I was going to the gym all the time. And he was like, you should really try it. I think you'd really like it. So me, him, and his brother, we went and we did Body Beast. And I absolutely fell in love with it. Like that day, I was like, this is amazing. And then I think the next day he brought me Shakeology at work. And being so busy all the time on the go in the mornings, holding morning meetings and all this corporate crap, the shake was amazing. I was blown away. It was super yummy and I was full. And I remember even by lunchtime, like they're like, what are you doing for lunch? And I'm like, I can't eat anything. I am so super full. I had no idea what was in it. I had no idea that it was so super healthy and good for me, but I just fell in love with it. And I think the next day I ended up signing up as a coach just to get the discount, get Shakeology, and get a program. And I think at the time, Hammer and Chisel was just coming out. So I was super excited to start that.
Yeah, so actually Beachbody brought us together. And we weren't together before any of this. It was like once she did a workout with me. She wanted to start working out with me all the time. And it was like a roller coaster for us. Now we're going to get a little crazy here because we've done some crazy shit, but like we literally went from, we lived in Connecticut. She moved in with me. We a few months later, we were like, dude, what are we doing? Like we want to live life like on our terms. We want to do our own thing. I really wasn't successful at all with Beachbody. I might have hit Success Club a couple times in like a year and a half. And what we decided to do was we just said, screw it. Let's move to South Carolina, right next to the ocean, because that's what one of our dreams had for both of us. And we picked up, left, moved. Now we've been here for like 7 months, 8 months. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we're lucky. Now, here's where it gets kind of crazy. So with no success with Beachbody, we both looked at each other and we're like, what are we going to do? It's time to cut the shit and get to work. And we said, if we're going to do this, we're going all in, and we have no choice but to make this work. So we kind of got the what is the word? Like the lifestyle of no jobs when we came down here. Because we quit our jobs and moved here. So we started, you know, doing our thing, and we kind of got that like, holy crap, we can do whatever we want lifestyle. We don't have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and be at a job and all that crap. And so here we are right now building Beachbody, and we're not working regular jobs, and we're living off of savings. So that's how much right now that we believe in Beachbody and believe in ourselves. And once we decided to go all in, like we've been rocking it, thank God. But it's like right now, it's like it's either gonna work or we're gonna be screwed, and we're gonna end up having to go back. So, and that's not an option. So
I would just say for me, it has been an amazing journey because about less than a year ago, I was on corporate conference calls and video calls and getting yelled at by district managers and regional vice presidents. And I had a good job, and I was moving up the corporate ladder. And every year there was a new DM or a new regional, and I would have to fight my way and prove myself. And then Mark started inviting me to these team calls he was having at his house it was like 9 o'clock at night, because these calls were a little bit later that Scotty was having. And I just thought it was absolutely beyond bizarre that here are a bunch of strangers he's talking to on the computer, having a conference call at 9 o'clock at night. And I'd be at his house, but I wouldn't be on the computer. I wouldn't be on the video screen. I was too scared. I was like, these people are all crazy. And it took me several months of just seeing that to realize these aren't strangers. These are friends. These are people that became family. And it was such an eye-opening journey for me as we went through this. And then once we moved to South Carolina, I had just fallen in love with being a part of a challenge group and with getting to meet everyone and the team support. It was just something in my heart that I knew that I was passionate about. I believe in Beachbody. I believe in everything that it does. I know there's something in it that can help every single person in the world. Like, I believe with it wholeheartedly. And that's when we just looked at each other and said, we're all in. Like, we are going to make this happen. This is what we want to do for the rest of our lives.
Yes. So that's a little bit about our story, but we're going to literally share with you guys exactly what we do and how we started finding like legit success. So one of the things we wanted to mention first was about the team culture. So when I remember, this is gonna sound a little crazy, but I remember when I signed up, Scotty gave me a shout out in the Dynasty page, and I remember getting a lot of likes and a lot of comments. And what I slowly started to notice in the team page now, it's like a lot less. Like you add a coach in there and they might get 10 likes and like 5 comments, which in my opinion isn't very fair, because I remember when I got the shout out, and saw so many people liking and commenting, dude, I was freaking blown away. Like, I was like, holy shit. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I just joined this and I just got a whole crap ton of likes and comments from people. I don't even know, but I'll tell you right now, I felt really, like, super supported. Like, I was day one, I was like, this is pretty awesome. So what I would like to challenge you guys to is, if I'm not saying jump in there every single day, but if you see somebody get a shout out through the Dynasty page or your team pages, whatever pages you guys are on, at least throw them a like. You know what I'm saying? Like, step up as a leader and show support to these new coaches, because I remember when I signed up and I knew nothing about this, like, I was scared. So when I actually got likes and comments, the fear, it kind of helped, like, push it aside. Like, okay, this is kind of cool. I can deal with this. This is awesome. And like I said, I've just noticed that has gone down. One of the things that Heather and I do outside of the page is our team. We consider whether they join as a challenger, a coach, a free member, or whatever, they're on our team, and we make sure that they freaking know that we love them, because in this kind of business, you have to build relationships, and people want to know people care. And there's a lot of people in this world that I truly believe that feel like people don't care about them. And if you can show them that you care about them, they're going to be more apt to listen to what you have to say, to follow through what they say. A lot of people, we all struggle with people not following through. So I think if you just build that kind of culture around your team, whether they're your coaches or whether they're your challengers, it matters to them. So, all right, we just wanted to make sure we hit on that a little bit. So now, you want to start doing some key strategies?
Yeah.
All right, so these are going to be like our top secret key strategies. Like, if we were making a video and wanted to advertise, it'd be like, click this for the top secret, kill it now type shit or whatever.
Yeah, so these are things that we do kind of every single day to drive our business. And we jotted some notes down. We really thought about, like, what was working for us. These are in no particular order whatsoever. We just, as we were going through, we just started writing stuff down that's really worked for us and wanted to share. And I would say 90% of our business is cold market.
Yeah. Easily 90% right now is cold market. Like, we don't have our family. Like, I've signed up my family, but they don't do anything with it. And my family
thought I was absolutely crazy for quitting my corporate job and moving. They just thought I was insane.
So it's all right. So we'll just roll with it. So one of the things that we've done is so you know how on your Facebook where you go to events and you can see everybody's birthday and everybody says happy birthday. So Heather and I took it a step further, and we've made a birthday video. We send it everybody. We literally look a little goofy in it, but we say, happy birthday from Mark and Heather. We hope you have the most awesome day. And we send that to everybody for their birthday. Now, that might sound crazy and be out of your comfort zone, but I'll tell you right now, you're going to stand out from every single person, because nobody does that.
Well, a couple of things. We send it privately in Messenger, because when people have birthdays, they get like 300 likes and 300 happy birthdays. But if you do it behind the scenes in Messenger, it really stands out. And I have closed challenge packs by just sending that birthday out and then following up, because it's a great relationship builder. I send birthdays consistently every single day. It's one of the first things I do in the morning. And then what I also do is the very next day, whoever had a birthday yesterday, I'll go back and say, hey, did you do anything fun for your birthday? Did you get to spend it with some family? And I'll create a conversation, and people really open up because it's birthday.
Yeah, so that's one of the things we do. That'll help at least start building the relationship. So another thing we do is anybody that likes or comments on any of our posts or whatever, this is exactly what we send them. So
and we'll put this. You want to type it in the notes section so they can have it?
We'll type it out later, but write it down just in case we don't get to it for a little while. Hey there. Sorry for this random message, but I just wanted to thank you for liking my post. It means a lot when people support my journey and send positive vibes my way. Are you on your health journey too? And it's just as simple as that, and it'll get the conversation started. It's just a conversation starter. Doesn't mean you're going to close the challenge pack. Doesn't mean they're going to buy anything, but it'll at least start the conversation. And maybe they'll ignore you.
Yeah,
who knows?
and I think a lot of times it's hard to sometimes transition from a regular conversation to a health and fitness conversation. So this kind of just opens that door right up if they've liked or commented on anything that you've posted in health or fitness.
Yep. So I've always struggled with reaching out and starting conversations. I'm super quiet. Like I'm not. It takes me a lot to actually like talk to people. Like if you knew me outside of this, like I'm super quiet. I'm the guy in the corner at the party, just kind of doing my own thing, minding my own business. So for me to actually start conversations, like that's where I struggled the most, I think. Once the conversation kind of gets going, for the most part, I'm pretty good at just kind of, just going back and forth a little bit. So that's what we say to get the conversation running. So a lot of people ask about friend requests, like where do you find friends? How do you find friends? So when I started this, I literally did not even have a Facebook. So I hear a lot of people say, oh, I have no following. I didn't even have a Facebook. Like I had no social media. I hated social media. So I went from no Facebook to now I think I have 3,000 friends. Doesn't mean I interact with them all the time, but I've been able to build at least some kind of following sort of. And so these friend requests come from sometimes random, like I'll just randomly friend request somebody or people, friends of friends, people who comment on other health and fitness posts, non-Beachbody related. Obviously we don't steal customers and, stupid stuff like that. But if they're commenting on regular health, fitness type stuff, we'll friend request them sometimes. Friends in groups, like if you're in groups with people and you're like, we're in a lot of positivity type groups, like law of attraction, different things like that.
Miracle Morning, different, yeah.
Not so much Miracle Morning group, because that's so huge and there's a lot of coaches of all sorts of different stuff in there. But just like different groups, whatever groups you're a part of. I'm sure you guys have heard a lot of times, like, get in the groups and start building relationships there. So we friend request people out of there. And now here's the key. Here's where it's going to be important for you to either write this down or remember this or whatever. When they accept your friend request, you have got to do something. And this thing is what we send. Thank you for accepting my friend request. I love connecting with new positive people. If you're looking for a daily dose of motivation, stop by my Facebook page and say hi. Have a great day. So it's just like a quick message. It'll at least like make them aware of like they obviously accepted your request, so you might as well shoot them something. It might go somewhere, it might not, but at least you sent them that.
Yeah, I usually, once I send them that, I'll usually get something back as soon as they see it, like, wow, thanks for the introduction, or that was really nice, because it's so different. A lot of people these days don't introduce themselves, so when they see that, it opens up a conversation right away.
Yep. I should have wrote the other thing down. There was something else I've sent to people sometimes too. I switch it up every once in a while, but I didn't write it down. But all right, so that's friend requests. So we hit on birthday videos, anybody that likes and comments, friend requests. Okay, so another thing we do is, let's say we're building a relationship with Lisa and Lindsay and Lacey. What we'll do sometimes is, this is more so, I would say, for girls, more so, like, this is a girl, like more of a girl thing.
No, it's not.
Let me
explain.
It's not. Let me explain in a minute. So what Heather does it really well is she'll come up with something like, do I write it? Yeah, let's say you are amazing. And it'll be a meme or something. And what she does is tags those people. So she would tag Lindsay and Lisa and Lacey in that, and say, and her thing would be, "You are amazing." So when they see that and it pops up on their page, they're like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. Thank you so much." And 99% of the time, she gets something positive back from them. Again, it's just relationship building. And the reason why I said not so for guys, like, I feel like that'd be a little weird for me to tag guys, like, "You are amazing." But if you have a girlfriend or somebody that you can use, like I can get away with it. Like, we made a big post before and we tagged a bunch of people, but I would have felt weird if she wasn't in the picture. So, tag girls and guys.
I think anytime that you can reach out and make someone's day, make them smile, make them feel special, I really truly believe, like, when we lift others up and help somebody else have a better day or a brighter day, it just helps reinforce that relationship. Anytime you can do something nice like that, you're building that positivity, you're building that trust, you're building that relationship.
Yes, but you actually have to care about these people. Like, if you do this stuff and you don't care about them, then it's not going to go anywhere, and it will show through. So make sure you care about people. Here's a big one for us that's worked for us personally. So you know how every month we start new accountability groups or challenge groups or whatever the heck you guys call them? Heather and I started an accountability group, and we add to it every single month. We don't start new accountability groups every month, but this has worked for us. I don't know I don't know how many other people do that. I hear even top coaches, they do new groups every month, but we started one back in
October, whatever.
It was a while ago, but we just add people to it, whether they're a coach, a challenger, but we just keep adding. But in my opinion, what it does is helps build the team culture. Like, you're not starting new groups. The people that fall off are seeing new people come into these. They're seeing the posts about Shakeology. They're seeing the posts about the workouts. They're seeing other people doing it every single day. And doesn't mean they're going to jump back on and jump back in, but they're at least seeing those kinds of posts. Like, we have people in our group that don't post.
And in our group, when we add somebody, we'll tag the entire team. Even if they haven't posted in there in 2 months, we'll tag them because they're still in there. So we know it'll pop up on their timeline. They're still seeing it. We're not messaging them every day, but we'll try to interact with them. Yep. So I think bringing that new life and that new blood and that new excitement about, someone starting a new program really helps keep the whole team motivated and fired up every time we add somebody new. So the team just keeps getting bigger.
Yeah. Also, so we add people who we sign up for free as well. So if somebody says, "Listen, I just don't have the money. I just can't do it. We will sign them up with the free Beachbody On Demand and add them to that group as well. And our thought process is the same exact thing we just said. They'll see the other posts, they'll see the team atmosphere, the team support, and see what they're going to be missing if they, obviously they don't move forward with their health and fitness through the challenge pack or whatever their specific goals are. So we add everybody, whether they're a free customer, free coach, or whatever, not free coach, free customer, or a challenge pack sale. Okay, so here's a big one for me, and I believe that it is one of the biggest things that's helped us, is I've stopped caring what other people think, and I started posting on my Facebook, and I call it living out loud. Like, not giving a crap who sees what. I don't care if they like it, they like me, whatever. I give every single person a shout out. Again, if they're a free customer, we give them a shout out like they just joined the team and bought a challenge pack. It doesn't matter to us. So we just live out loud. We give everybody a shout out. It goes back to what we're talking about way in the beginning when we're talking about team culture. Like, we copy the link and we post it in the team page, the Dynasty page, and the other team pages, and ask for help. Like, help us blow it up. Like, again, it goes back to when people see the amount of support, because this is a team. You cannot build this business alone. So with the team, and commenting and saying good job or way to go or liking it, it reinforces to them like, this is awesome. Like, wow, this is really cool. And it just helps. It just helps them feel, again, uplifted, better.
And when you get a new challenger in there and they're getting, you know, tons of welcomes and likes and comments, think about how much easier it is when you have someone that could be a potential coach. Like, it just makes it that much easier.
Yes. Another thing that we've started doing is we send, I'm sure you guys have heard this, send voice clips to people. I would say I tend to do that more so than her, but I really like the voice clips. And then we even occasionally will make videos, like a quick video, and send it to them. And this goes back to like building the relationships and things like that. Like, not necessarily. So, wow, we're a little out of order. I'm sorry. But it goes back to just building the relationships. Let them hear your voice. Let them see you.
Okay, so let me back him up a little bit. He's so
excited.
I get excited. So what we try to do is connect with someone right away, and if we have someone that we're talking with that's interested in anything, after we've had that first Facebook Messenger, text message, he'll try to send a voice clip the next right away. So they hear his voice, they see that he's real, and they hear that compassion, and he's really trying to help and find out his goals.
Yeah. One thing I would also say too is if you have somebody that you know would like be a rock star, whether it's a challenger or coach, like, don't be afraid to say that to them. Like, I've sent a voice clip to people like, dude, you are killing it. Your transformation is awesome. You're so inspiring. I love your posts. Like, what do I have to do to get you on my team? Like, I don't know about you, but if I got a message like that, I'd be like, whoa.
Yeah, I've sent a message like that. Yeah.
You know, it doesn't mean they're going to join or anything, but it opens up, and B, it lets them know, like, wow, this, for them to say that is pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. So don't be afraid to do that kind of stuff. So some of the stuff we used to do, okay, so we've come a long ways, like you know that, but we used to literally message people at like 2 o'clock in the morning because we were afraid that they would answer us. Like, legitimately afraid, because like, what if they say no? But worse yet, what if they said yes? Like, I don't know about you, but sometimes that was more scary than getting no, because it's like, holy crap, like, they said yes, what do I do now? So obviously what we're doing now is messaging during the day, and it's not as fearful.
Well,
but go ahead.
Sorry. So that probably went on for a good solid 2 months where we would literally stay up every night from like midnight to 2 a.m. and send out our messages. That was like our work hours, which is absolutely insane. And so we had some tough love calls, and they said, just get on the phone, just do it, get over your fears. And I think the next day we'd set up like 2 back-to-back phone calls, and I got on the phone, and I think the first one I absolutely bombed. Like,
That's true.
It was terrible. And then the second one was like a half hour later, and it went a little bit better. And then after that, I just felt like the fear went out the window. I believe in it so much. I'm so passionate about it. Once I realized that, listen, I just want to help them. And if I lead with my heart and talk to them about their goals and try to help them, like, all the fear went away. So it just doing that those first 2 times. Yep. And then ever since then, we've, obviously transitioned our business.
Yeah. Like Scotty always used to say, get him on the phone right away. Get him on the phone right away. Like, I was like, I don't even know how to get him on the phone. Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't want to. Like, that was my thing. I didn't say that to him, but that was my thinking. Cause like, listen, like, doing this is out of my comfort zone, but like, you should have, like, 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, like, this is like totally different for me. So even getting on the phone, something as simple as that was scary to me. But now that I've done it so many times, like, it's just like anything else. If you do something over and over and over, you're going to get better at it, and you're going to get comfortable. Like, now, if somebody wants to like, I invite people to jump on the phone all the time. And it's just as simple as saying, hey, I'm super excited for you. I would love to jump on the phone with you. Like texting is, even saying something like texting is really hard, or I don't know. What do I normally say? Like I'm trying to think of a little legit example. Man, I suck.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. But if you just say something as simple as, hey, let's jump on the phone because I would love to go over a few options with you, or I'd love to tell you about my accountability group.
Or talk about your goals.
Or something along those lines. And even if you just say something like, it's just easier than texting. Like most of the time, I would say people jump on the phone with you. And if they don't jump on the phone with you, you just keep building the relationship. Eventually, they'll get on the phone with you if they really are serious, in my opinion.
Yep.
Are we running out of time here?
We are.
Oh, sorry. Okay, a couple more things. Okay, so if you are hitting Success Club every month, this is like you get in free leads, whether it's Success Club 5, 10, whatever. This is what I send to people, and I text message them. I ask in the team group, like, hey, what do you guys do? And this is what I've narrowed it down to, and this is what it seems to work for me. And I think I got it from Heather College. I think that's who said it. And it's as simple as this. This is like if you get a free lead in your back office and their name pops up. I literally send them a text message. And I will say, hi, Cynthia, our name. So I use us. Hi, Cynthia, our names are Mark and Heather. We are your free Beachbody coaches to help you with your health and fitness goals. What are you working on? So it's something simple. I've gotten responses and I've gotten no responses. If I get no responses, I'll try to follow up like maybe through email or maybe one more text message. But when they respond, it's the same thing as through Facebook. You just try to get them on the phone. You talk to them a little bit about their goals, figure out where they're at, try to jump on the phone with them. Last month, I was able to get one guy on a challenge pack through the free lead and another girl on Shakeology through the free lead. So it's just by simply that message. And that seems to be working for us so far. Okay, so we're going back a little. Oh no, building relationships. So you want to talk?
Yeah.
All right, go.
So here's something that I was really, really guilty of for several months, especially right in the beginning. But when I was trying to connect with people, I would go through Facebook and I had my list of people that I really wanted to connect with. And I would like, if they had some positive posts, I would say like, love it, or that's great, or leave a heart. And it was really just short, simple, and I wasn't really connecting. I think I was just kind of taking the really easy way out. And once I learned that if I just leave them, a couple sentences, it doesn't have to be a novel, but just a couple sentences on their post, it really stands out from everybody else that has commented on their post, something really short. And also if I leave a question at the last sentence, it helps just get that interaction to find out, what else is going on in their life. And then if I want to continue that conversation, I can always shoot them a behind the scenes message like, hey, it was so great to see blah, blah, blah. Thanks, whatever, just continuing the conversation.
Yep.
So I even caught myself just a couple of days ago slipping back into that old habit of just writing like, love it, like something super short. And that really doesn't do anybody any good. I feel like it's just like the easy way out.
Yep.
So if you really want to build those relationships,
leave like a more detailed comment.
You got it.
Mm-hmm. And here we're going to, I guess, last but not least, unless you guys have any questions, of course, what we do every single time here. Let me grab it.
Good job.
Hold on.
We actually did this earlier this morning. It was on our to-do list.
Okay. So what we did is we went to the dollar store or the Dollar Tree or Dollar General, and we bought this. I don't know if you can see it. It's just chicken noodle soup.
Chicken soup for the soul boys.
What I call it? Chicken noodle for this. So whatever the hell it's called. So we bought this. It's $1. And every single person that buys a challenge pack or Shakeology through us, we write them a nice note inside.
An inscription.
And thank them and tell them, we're pumped for them. We're excited for them. And we mail it out. It costs a little bit of money, of course, to ship something. It's a couple dollars. And then the book's $1. So maybe $3 for the whole thing. But if they just bought something off of you anyways, like, you can afford it. You're gonna get a commission. And I'll tell you right now, in my opinion, they don't get that from if they go to buy anything else. You know, you don't go to Walmart and then they send you a thank you.
Well, not only that, I think when most people go to their mailbox, all they're getting is bills. So how nice is it, to get something completely unexpected? We always put the inscription inside, thank you for joining the team, like making them feel like a member of the team. It's just a really nice, I think that stands out to people and really.
In this business, here's the key. You've got to stick out somehow, some way. Are there a lot of coaches? Yes. Are we saturated? Hell no. Like we're like expanding. Like people are recruiting like crazy amounts of coaches. If we were saturated, those crazy numbers would never be happening.
Okay, I never had even heard of Beachbody. So.
Exactly. Exactly. So, so don't have that mindset. I heard that probably about 2 months ago from somebody who was struggling in her business. I was trying to help her out. But instead of listening to what I was trying to tell her that was working for us, it's saturated.
That's nonsense.
Like,
insane.
It's not saturated, I promise. So, I don't know anything else. Like, you guys have any questions? Like, we don't know what the heck we're doing. Like, you guys I don't know how to unmute everybody.
All right, good job.
Good job. See you, bye. I honestly don't know how to unmute everybody, like, automatically. I'll just do it one by one. Here we go. So talk to us. What's going on? Got any questions or anything?
Was that helpful?
Good.
I have 4 pages of notes. Thank you.
Awesome. Love that. Yeah, we just wanted to share what was working for us. So.
Yeah. So that
we did a lot of things that didn't work in the beginning.
We still do.
Don't do that whole 2 a.m. thing like that.
Yeah, that don't work.
A lot of this I'm doing, but it's just taking it to the next level. And like you said, that's when you start really standing out.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hi guys, this is Patty Ryder. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm in Idaho today, and it is a beautiful day. But I was just wanting to thank you so much for your advice, and I see your Success Club numbers, and I think, how do they do it? So, I guess now I know.
Well, like I said, I don't know if you were on in the beginning of the call, but like I wasn't hitting Success Club. Like for a year and a half, I literally think I hit Success Club 5, maybe twice if I was lucky. So I want you to know that wherever you're starting at, wherever you're at now, you can start hitting Success Club like right away. It's not like there's no magic to it. Like I still sometimes look at people who do hit like crazy numbers and I'm like, how are they doing it? Like they got to be doing something else that I'm not doing, of course, so, but it's like this is what everything that we shared with you guys today are basically like the top things that we started implementing and started really focusing on and what seemed to really happen or really help. So wherever you're at, you can definitely start in Success Club right away.
Yep. And you've got to talk to a ton of people. You just got to keep building that relationship. People that I talked to like 7 or 8 months ago signed up this past month. And I'm a perfect example. He must have talked to me for over a year, like a year consistently. And almost 9 months of seeing these crazy team calls. And here I am on one. For the first 4 months, I wouldn't even be on camera, on mute, watching. Like I was so insane. So I'm a perfect example of, someone who had no idea what Beachbody was, never heard of it, did the normal gym thing. I mean, it just took him being just consistent. And once I said yes, fell in love.
Yeah, so that's a good point. Like a lot of the people, we just signed up somebody a couple days ago who we both had talked to like a year ago, and we knew her beforehand. And it took her a long time to finally reach out to us. And she was like, all right, we're at the point where we're stuck on our weight loss journey. What should we do?
Yep. I think for every single person at some point that I talk to, they will say yes, eventually.
Eventually, yes.
Because they're just not ready right now because it's their journey and they're not ready. But I'll tell you what, I will never give up on them and I will get them. And they will join my team without a doubt.
I'm sure they will because you are a great coach. You're welcome.
Aww, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so I made a post right before I jumped on here about, I told myself when I signed up, no matter what, I'm going to outlast everybody. I've literally seen people come in. Okay, here's another thing. I'm not even diamond. I have plenty of coaches, but I have no like major builders. So I have a ton of coaches that say they're going to build it, say they're going to do it. I haven't done anything with it, but I'm not mad. Like when it's their time, they're going to come in and do it just like me, you know? But I will tell you, I totally lost my train of thought. Wow.
You are going to outlast everybody.
There you go. I told myself in the beginning when I signed up, no matter what, because somebody told me it's like if you are the last one saying you outlast everybody else, you will be successful. And I've seen people come in and literally crush this business and then quit. I've seen people come in and hit diamond in a month, and I'm like, damn. And then 6 months later, they're gone. Like, and I'm over here. I haven't even hit diamond yet, but I've been consistently pushing, hitting Success Club, hitting higher numbers than I ever have. But it's because I've stuck with it. I haven't quit. I've had my moments where I'm like, oh my God, this is enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you're like brand new on here, or even if you're not brand new, just keep going and don't quit, because the moment you quit is the moment you fail. Like if I could imagine if I quit, like I wouldn't be having, you know, obviously I wouldn't be on this team call. I wouldn't have the success that I've had. You know, so just make sure you outlast everybody. So.
Well, I said to myself yesterday, I'm a survivor and I am going to make this happen.
Awesome. That's all it takes. Like that's what Heather and I did as well. We just looked at each other. We're like, all right, enough's enough. Let's make this happen. Now, it doesn't mean every month we've killed it or crushed it necessarily, but we've hit Success Club 5 at the minimum. We've had a few months where we've hit over 10 in mine and over 5 in hers. But like we went from 0 in both accounts to hitting the numbers that we're hitting right now. And right now we're at 0 for the month. We haven't signed up anybody this month yet.
Yep.
So,
and I would say for us, it's been about 6 months since we really started.
So, yeah, 5 or 6. I would say 5
when
or 6 months when we decided
that we were gonna do this.
Yep. And it takes a lot of talking to people. Like what is it? Like they tell you to start 2 to 5. I don't even know 3 to 5. I don't even know anymore because I don't even think about that. Like if you can start 30 conversations today, go for it, and then do 30 more the next day, and then because that's how you hit higher numbers. We're not hitting Success Club talking to 2 people a day, or 3 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Massive action.
Yeah.
Massive. Talk to every single person that you can. We talked to the girl last night at the restaurant.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked to anybody that we can come into contact with and strike up.
But it came up. We didn't bring it up. Like it was natural.
I'll bring it up.
Well, yeah, but it was natural because we were talking about going after her goals and she's like she was working a couple jobs and she's like going after her dream job, which is something to do with video games. Oh, she asked us what we did. So, you know, it just opened up the conversation. So.
I talked to the girl at the Dollar General the other day. She was complaining about her manager, and I said, let's connect. So I will try to connect with anybody and everybody. There's something out there that can help every single person.
And it doesn't mean you have to invite them right away either. Just connect with them. Like we just say, hey, let's jump on Facebook. Hey, or what's your Facebook? That's all it starts with. It's just connecting on Facebook. You know, you don't have to say, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach and you need to join my team because you hate your job. Like, you don't have to do that, you know. we should probably let them go. Like we've taken up 50. Scotty's like 30 minutes. Yeah, we've been on here for like almost 50 minutes.
Okay.
So we should probably let you guys
Well,
go.
I just want to say thank you for everyone that jumped on. That was really nice. We both really appreciate you guys spending some time with us this afternoon. Honor to take the call with you guys.
Definitely.
So it's nice meeting you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Hey, you guys, real quick before we go, I just wanted to say one thing. Out of everything that you've said, my favorite thing was when you said to live out loud, because that's the one thing I struggle the most with, is caring so much about what other people are going to think and how they're going to feel and how it will affect other people, instead of deciding that it's what I want and it's worth sharing. So everyone should like write that down and put it up where you could see it.
Thanks.
So.
I appreciate that. I think honestly that's probably been the biggest thing. Like if you go through my Facebook, I have business posts and I don't really care. I don't care if it's too much. I have shout outs to people. I don't care. I have posts talking about time excuses, just all the crap that we all hear every single day, and that I was afraid to talk about. But I think, I talk about how I feel college is a scam. Like you Beachbody is a scam. I think you going to college is a scam. You're in debt. You got to go to a job and work the rest of your life to pay it off. Like that's more of a scam than what. It's like. So I just said enough's enough. I'm gonna live out loud, and this is me. You like me, you hate me. It doesn't really matter to me. Like I'm just looking for the people that want to be a part of something bigger, and then you help them.
Well,
that's all I want.
Well, I think that makes a really good point, because that's how you attract your tribe. People you're going to connect with, and if I was listening to my family back home, I'd be stuck at that crappy corporate job, miserable.
No place anybody wants to be.
Yeah.
No. So live out loud.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad you said that. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. We love you guys. You did great today. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So anybody else real quick? I'll stay on here all day. Here's the truth. My favorite
Scotty doesn't care.
My favorite part about the business is helping other coaches. Like I love the challenge groups and helping people in there get the results, but I love the business part of this business, like the coaching part. So like I could stay on here all day and talk to you guys.
Yeah, that's true.
So all right, here, I'm gonna